Students, in this session we are going to discuss about Mendel's law of inheritance. Okay, that is expressed with the one gene. So in that we discussed about two laws. One is law of dominance and other one is law of segregations. So under that we are going to discuss more about the test cross and incomplete dominance. Inheritance of one gene. So he studied the inheritance of each of the 7 characters individually by conducting the monohybrid crosses and then in the combination by conducting dihybrid and trihybrid cross. Okay, so for the dihybrid and trihybrid, so the monohybrid cross will be the base. So based on the Mendel observation, the F1 hybrid always show one of the parental form of the trait. Both the parental trait forms a contrasting form of the trait appears without any change in the F2 generation. So the two contrasting form trait did not show any blending either in F1 generation or in F2 generation. So the form of the trait that appear in F1 hybrid is called dominant and it is appeared in the F2 generation about 3 times in a frequency as it is the alternate form will be called as a recessive. So Mendel observation, the last important point is based on the dominant and the recessive. I repeat, the form of the trait that appeared in the F1 hybrid is called dominant. It appeared in the F2 generation about the 3 times in frequency, so that we will be called as a recessive form. So next is about the Mendel inference. So Mendel made the following inferences from his observation. So the characters are controlled by some factor that are stably passed. So first is without any change from the parent to the offspring through the gamete. Second, the factor occurs in 2 pairs. And third one, it will be in a pair of dissimilar factors of a trait. One of them is dominant, the other and express itself to the hybrid, while the other will be remain as hidden. So that will be called as recessive. So based on this experiment, okay, see the first observation is by dominant character. Another one is recessive character. See, the dominant character will be exhibited in the F1 generation itself. That is the first generation. And recessive considered to be the hidden genes will be exhibited in the second generation or third generation. So this will be considered as the hidden genes. Okay. So F. So what does it F refers to? F, it's nothing but filial form of generations. Okay, so this will be the indication of dominant and recessive what we discussed in this experiment. So based on the observation of monohybrid cross, Mendel proposed the 2 laws of inheritance. So first we are going to discuss about the law of dominance. So the law of dominance is nothing but, see, the characters are controlled by the discrete unit called the factor. The factor always occur in pair. And there will be the dissimilar pairs of factor, one member of pairs or dominate the other. So this will be the thing. So what does the law states? See, the law states that the expression of only one of the form of the parental trait in the F1 hybrid and both the form in the F2 generation. So when a cross was made between the true breeding, okay, so that will with the help of the 7 contrasting character. So that tall T plant and a true breeding dwarf P plant, all the plants in F generations will be tall. So the generation will be exhibit the characteristic feature called tall. So that will be the dominant character. When the F1 individual were allowed to self-pollinate and F2 generation is also raised. So it was found that the tall plants and dwarf plants were in the ratio about 3:1. So that's all about the law of dominance. So in this law, we studied more about the dominance and recessive characteristic features. Okay, so first I'm just going to explain what is dominance. See, when a factor, okay, what is the factor? The factors are the controlled character. Okay, so the characters are controlled by discrete unit is called factors. So what are the factors? See, the dominant and recessive. So when a factor expresses itself in the presence or absence of its dominant factor is called dominance. And what is recessive? It can only express itself in the absence or its recessive factor allele. Okay. And next, it forms a complete functional enzyme that perfectly expresses it in first generation itself. So that character exhibition is called dominance. So whereas in recessive, it forms an incomplete defective enzyme which failed to express itself when present within dominant allele, and moreover we will be called that condition as heterozygous condition. So that's all about the dominance and the recessive characteristic features. Mendel's experiment, he proposed the two law, one is law of dominance and other one is law of segregation, where the inheritance of one gene. Okay, so under that we discussed about law of dominance. So now we're going to discuss about law of segregation. So the alleles do not blend and both the characters are recover during the gamete formation as into the F2 generation result. So during the gamete formation trait, okay, so there will be the separation. So that term we will call it as a segregation. So it separates each other and passes to different gametes. So that homozygous produce similar kinds of gametes, but heterozygous produce to different kinds of gametes with different traits. So this thing we're going to discuss in the law of segregations. So law of segregation, see this is the parent. Okay, so from the parent we will be taking the male parent and the female parent. We were taking the particular one pair of the character, that is the tall plant as well as the dwarf plant. So the tall plant we will be representing that as a capital T, and dwarf plant we will be representing as a small t. So now the gametes will be exhibited. See, now we are taking this capital T and small t. So as a result in the F1 generation, so capital T, small t, so the progeny will be exhibited. We will be calling that as the tall plant. Okay, so after the F1 generation, so there will be the self-pollination occurs with this progeny. Okay, so capital T, small t, capital T and small t. So based on this, the square, okay, the Punnett square. So capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So this is referred to as a monohybrid cross. See, now the hybridization will be done by this way. So capital T into capital T, capital T, capital T. Now the capital T, again the small t. Now the small t, again the capital T. Now the small t, small t. See, when the experiment is started with the parent, so there will be the tall plant and the dwarf plant, and it will be the progeny will be shows the tall plant character as a dominant one. So after the self-pollination will be done after the F1 generation, it shows the dwarf plant character. So now we will be taken account. See the tall plant, capital T 1, 2, 3. So tall plant will be 3 and dwarf plant will be 1. So here it acquires the ratio 3:1. A homozygous individual process only one type of a gamete. See, while heterozygous individual, that is the hybrid, produce the two type of gamete in equal frequencies. So the following example can explain an inheritance pattern. So this will be the following inheritance patterns already be done. So in this case, the tallness will be the dominant character over dwarfness, and it is appeared in the F1 generation itself. So the recessive character will be the dwarfness has remained hidden in the F1 generation but appeared in the F2 generation. So this will be the result where in the F2 generations. Okay, so next we're going to discuss about the test cross. So what is test cross? See, this is the test cross. It is a cross devised by Mendel where the offspring or the individual with a dominant phenotype whose genotype is not known is crossed with an individual homozygous recessive for the trait. So this monohybrid cross, okay, test cross is as follow: the hybrid tall plant and pure dwarf plant. Okay, so here you can see the hybrid tall plant and the pure dwarf plant. So the progeny will be exhibited in this form. So the capital T and small t, it looks like a dwarf plant. So this will be the test cross where the ratio will be 1:1. Okay. So this way the test cross has been done. Okay. See the parent taken in account pure tall and pure dwarf. See the pure tall we will be taking as capital T, pure dwarf will be small t. So when the gamete of formation occurs, we are taking only one character from each. So from here the tall will be T and the dwarf will be the small t. So the progeny will be exhibited the capital T and small t. So there will be the monohybrid cross occurs in the ratio 1:1. Okay, so capital T and capital T will be the homozygous in conditions. See, next we're going to discuss about the incomplete dominance. So the phenotype of the hybrid offspring does not resemble any of the parent, but it is intermediate between the two. Okay. See, what is incomplete dominance? So there will be the characteristic features which will be exhibited as the intermediate. Okay. So that will we're going to discuss. So the inheritance of the flower color in dog flower is otherwise called as snapdragon. Okay. So it's an example of this phenomenon. Actually, what the flowers which was caused as a parent we will be going to discuss. See, in incomplete dominance, there will be the hybridization occurs. Okay, see, for example, if you choose the red color flower parent plus the white color flower parent. So what happened occurs when the fusion occurs? See, the red color, white color. So when the fusion occurs, the intermediate combination will be the pink. Yes or no? So this we're going to be discussed under the incomplete dominance. Okay, so what will be the wow factor in this? See, the parent red color flower plus the parent white color flower were crossed in between. So there will be exhibited the red color and the surprise one will be the pink color flower. Okay, so that we're going to be discussed here. See, the parent R will be the representation of red color flower plant. Flowered plant, okay, and small r represent white color flowered plant. Now in the F1 generation, the progeny will be capital R and the small r. Now when the self-pollination occurs, the small r, that is the capital R and small r, this capital R and the small r, so there will be the exhibit under this thing, yes or no? So when you put the Punnett score, monohybrid cross, capital R, small r, capital R, small r. Now, when you made a cross, what happened? Capital R, capital R, capital R, small r, small r, capital R, small r, small r. So in this monohybrid cross, actually what you were studied, see before we were discussed about when you are taking the dominant characteristic like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there will be the ratio we discussed like 3:1. But here in the incomplete dominance, see the pure form, okay, the pure trait we will be going to be calculated. See the capital R comes as a red color flower. Smaller shows the white color flower. But when there will be the intermediate combinations like a capital R as well as a small r, it shows the pink color flower exhibit. So this will be the intermediate one where we acquire in the incomplete dominance. So the ratio will be 1:2:1. So 1:2:1, red color 1, pink color 2, and again 1 white color. So this will be the ratio of the incomplete dominance where there will be the study reveals with the phenotypic and genotypic characteristic features. Students, in this session we discussed about inheritance of one gene. So under that we discussed the two laws. One is law of dominance and other one is law of recessive, which is done by the experiment called monohybrid cross. So here we studied about the test cross and incomplete dominance and all. See, in incomplete dominance we studied about the pink color. So there will be the combination occurs like the intermediate one from the red color as well as the white color. The surprised one will be the pink color, right? So that we studied under the incomplete dominance. Thank you.